Okay, this is going to be a tutorial for F-boots. So I'm going to go over some prerequisites. The fastest setup currently uses magic, choose, and fish. And I'm going to show you the other setup because it might be useful for some runs. The other setup uses fish, boomerang, slingshot, and choose. And the first setup uses sword too, but you should have that. For quest status, what you do not want is to have Zelda's Lullaby, but not Saria's Song. Any other combination of these two will work, so neither, both, or just Saria's Song and no Zelda's Lullaby. And what we want to avoid with that is this fading in and out of the music that happens. Because that is actually an extra actor that is loaded, and so it's going to mess up the setup. So once you have those, oh, also make sure you're on 1.2. This will not work on 1.0 or 1.1, and this will not work on GameCube version. I'm on N64 right now, but this will also work on Wii Virtual Console or Wii U Virtual Console. So with all that in mind, you want to make your way to Zora's River. This owl doesn't matter. Oh, he's gone. Doesn't matter if the owl is there or not. If you talk to him before or after, doesn't matter. An important thing here is to not enter Zora's River from Hyrule Field, because you will have loaded the bottom already, and that's not good. So entering Zora's River from Lost Woods or from Zora's Domain is okay. And once you're here, you want to make sure that you have not killed the Skulltula that spawns on the ladder at night, and you want to have not collected that heart piece over there. Okay, so with all that in mind, we want to make our way over here to this wall, and then turn around, and this is where the setup begins. So you're going to want to do a quick spin with the sword, and then drop a chew right after the quick spin is finished, and you have a 3-frame window to do that. Messed up, like that, and then drop fish immediately after while the chew is down. And then make sure the chew doesn't explode, sometimes it likes to explode. Do 3 side-offs left, drop another chew, and cross the bridge. Basically what you want is for both chews and the fish to be loaded as you cross the bridge, and you want to have them be loaded in a specific order. And this watch right here that I have set, 801FB300X32, is going to read ED0600 if you did it correctly. So if you don't have that value, you did something wrong. And now anything you do after won't matter. So you can collect the Skulltula, you can collect the heart piece. What does matter is that you do not go back through this transition and load the bottom half of Zora's River again. So then we want to make our way back to Lost Woods. In the context of 100%, you're going to have the gold scale, so you'll just be able to swim down. There's a mega flip clip you can do thing. But yeah, and then we want to make our way to the first room. If you're doing a run, the owl's probably going to be here, so you can just Hess pass him. Make our way to the first room. And so, in the first room, you're going to want to either drop 2 chews and then cross the transition before they blow up. That's one thing you can do. Or you can drop 1 chew and then throw boomerang, and then cross the transition before the chew explodes and before you catch the boomerang. Like that. So those both work. And then come over to this room, pick up and kill the bush. You don't want the bugs to spawn. I mean, if they do, you can just wait for them to dig. It's not a big deal, but it's slow. And then super slide off this bush to my left, however you want to do that. I use a chew. There's some bomb setups. I'll link them in the description. So for the angle setup, you want to target the wall and turn left for C1000, or you can target the fence and turn around. Doesn't really matter, as long as you start with C1000. And then you want to hold upright, so you're walking at full speed, and then release target for 3 frames till Lick's angle is A890, and then retarget. Now, if you retarget early, it's okay. And you can just do it again to get A890. And then once you have this, turn around, and you will get 289C. And then ESS right a lot. I don't know exactly how many times, but you will eventually end up at angle 9BFC, and this is the angle that you want to enter the log at. Now you want to hold upright to enter the log. You don't want to hold up, because if you hold up, you'll see that your angle will change, and you will crash. So hold upright to go through the log, and then once you get to around the middle of the log, you want to shield drop the invisible bush. And then pause and unpause, and you'll have F-boots and C-tuning. So I'm going to go over the other setup. So the other setup also uses fish, so I'll have to give myself a fish. And it uses slingshot. Yeah, whatever. Nice. So you want to start off the same way by coming to the wall and turning around, and then doing 3 side ups. And then you want to come to a little over halfway across the bridge. I like to count 7 planks in front of me, but it's not too precise. So yeah, okay, once you're here, you're going to want to aim the slingshot slightly up in third person mode, so hold Z, and then pull a chew as the seed is flying. All that matters is that just the chew is loaded while the seed is in the air. Doesn't matter how fast you drop it. So like that, and then you want to equip boomerang and fish, and then throw boomerang slightly up so that it doesn't recoil off the bridge, and then drop fish right after dropping boomerang, and then backflip while everything is loaded. So you want the chew going, you want the fish loaded, and you want the boomerang in the air. And then after you backflip, you will cross the transition, and the watch will say EDO 600, which is the right value. And then the rest is the same from here.